All right, so you're hitting the gym, putting in the work, but that progress just seems to have stalled. Sound familiar?
Yeah, we've all been there.
Especially, when you're juggling a million things, career, family, you're not getting any younger, right? You want to keep pushing your fitness, but those plateaus, they're just frustrating.
Absolutely. And it's easy to feel like you're the only one.
Right, like what am I doing wrong?
Exactly.
But what if I told you there's a gym that gets it? A gym specifically designed for people like us.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
This deep dive, we're checking out Partners Gym, and let me tell you, it's not your average gym experience.
So, what makes Partners Gym so special?
Well, first off, they're all about experienced fitness enthusiasts. We're talking that 35 to 50 age bracket, people who are already high achievers in life, and they're looking for that same level of success in their fitness journey.
Makes sense. They're not catering to beginners or just looking for a quick buck.
Exactly. They've got a very specific clientele in mind.
Okay, so they're targeting a niche market. What else?
And the man behind it all, Obi. And I don't just mean he's the owner. He is personally involved in every single workout.
Wow, that's hands-on.
He designs them, delivers them. He's there with you every step of the way.
Okay, so we're talking personalized attention here.
Absolutely. He truly understands that one size fits all doesn't cut it.
Especially when it comes to fitness. Everyone's body is different. We all have our own strengths, limitations, maybe even some past injuries we need to work around.
Exactly. And that's where their partners process comes in. It starts with something they call assessment and discovery. It's a one-on-one with Obi where he really digs deep into your fitness history, your goals, anything that might be holding you back.
So really laying the groundwork for a successful fitness journey.
Yeah, it's like a personalized roadmap tailored specifically to you.
I like it. Building that foundation.
Then comes the 90-day intensive.
Okay, what's involved in the intensive?
Okay, picture this. You have your own dedicated personal training zone.
No more fighting for equipment.
Gone. 100 square feet, all to yourself, no distractions. You just focus on crushing your goals.
I could get used to that. No more waiting for the squat rack.
Exactly. And get this, throughout the 90 days, Obi's tracking your progress, adjusting your workouts, making sure you're hitting that sweet spot.
What do they mean by sweet spot?
It's about finding that perfect balance between pushing your limits enough to see results, but not so much that you risk injury or burnout.
That makes sense. It's about sustainability too. You want to make fitness a lifestyle, not just a 3-month boot camp.
Absolutely, and that's what's really interesting about Partners Gym. After those 90 days are up, it's not automatic that you continue. You actually have to reapply.
Reapply to keep going to the gym.
Yep. It's their way of ensuring everyone in the gym is equally committed to that continuous improvement.
So it's like they're filtering out anyone who's not serious about taking their fitness to that next level.
Precisely. And if you do make the cut, you enter what they call the mastery and continuous growth phase. This is where things get really interesting, especially for those of us who aren't getting any younger, but we still want to defy those age-old assumptions about fitness after 40.
Defying age, huh? I like the sound of that. So tell me more about this age-defying hybrid programming. What's that all about?
Well, it's all about recognizing that as we age, our bodies change and our training needs to adapt.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
What does that mean in practice, though?
So Obi's approach, this hybrid programming, it's a blend of high-intensity training, which keeps the metabolism fired up, builds strength.
Got to keep those gains coming.
But, and this is key, it's balanced with a focus on flexibility and mobility.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just about lifting heavy weights.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that true fitness is multifaceted. You need strength, but you also need to be able to move your body efficiently without pain or stiffness. I hear that. I've definitely learned the hard way that flexibility is important, especially as you get older. Prevents those little aches and pains from turning into major setbacks.
Absolutely. And the thing is, Obi, he lives this philosophy. It's not just something he preaches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guy's in incredible shape.
Yeah.
He walks the walk, which, let's be honest, makes a huge difference when you're trying to buy into a new training program.
For sure. It's one thing to have a trainer who looks like they haven't worked out a day in their life, telling you to push harder. It's a whole other level when they practice what they preach.
Exactly. And speaking of walking the walk, another thing that really impressed me about Partners Gym was their emphasis on community.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How does that work, especially with everyone having their own individual training zones? It seems like it would be easy to feel isolated.
Right, but they've actually managed to create a really strong sense of community, and it starts with the design of the gym itself.
Okay, so the layout of the training zones encourages interaction.
Yeah, you're in your own space, but you're still surrounded by other like-minded individuals who are all on a similar journey.
So you're pushing yourself, but you're also feeding off the energy of others.
Exactly. And it's not just about the physical space. They organize social events, workshops, even guest speakers. They really make an effort to create a sense of belonging.
It's like that saying, surround yourself with people who lift you higher, or in this case, people who help you lift heavier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that kind of support system can make all the difference when it comes to staying motivated and reaching your full potential.
No doubt about it. So we've covered the personalized training, the unique programming, the community aspect, but let's be real. This level of attention to detail, it's got to come with a pretty hefty price tag, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. It's definitely an investment, but I guess the real question is, are you getting what you pay for? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And in this case, I think the answer is a resounding yes. Remember, you're not just paying for a gym membership here. You're investing in a complete experience, one that's tailored to your individual needs and goals.
Right. It's like that old saying, you get what you pay for.
Exactly. And with a partner's gym, you're paying for expertise, you're paying for results, and you're paying for access to a community that understands and supports your drive for excellence.
Okay, I can see that. But one thing that really caught my eye was this concept of calibrated equipment. What's
Yeah.
the deal with that?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's one of those things that makes you wonder why nobody thought of it sooner. Basically, they've pre-calibrated all the equipment to your individual needs.
So no more guesswork, no more wasting time adjusting seats and weights.
Exactly. Imagine walking up to a squat rack, and it's already set to your height, your specifications. Or grabbing a pair of dumbbells, and they're the exact weight you need for your next set. It streamlines the entire workout experience.
It's like having your own personal pit crew, but for fitness.
Exactly. It's all about efficiency, maximizing your time and effort, and minimizing the risk of injury.
I love that. So we've covered a lot of ground here, the personalized training, the unique programming, the focus on community, even the calibrated equipment. But for our listeners out there, especially those who consider themselves seasoned gym goers, what's the key takeaway? Why should they care about Partners Gym?
You know, it really boils down to this. Partners Gym is not just a gym, it's a philosophy. It's a commitment to pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo, and creating a fitness experience that's as unique as the individuals it serves.
It's about raising the bar, not just for yourself, but for the entire fitness industry.
Absolutely. And that's what we're all about here on the Deep Dive, right? Exploring those innovative ideas, those hidden gems that are changing the game and challenging us to rethink what's possible.
Exactly. So, to our listeners, we want to hear from you. Does Partners Gym pique your interest? Could you see yourself thriving in this kind of environment? Let us know because we're always up for a good conversation. Until next time, keep pushing your limits, keep exploring, and keep striving for that peak performance, whatever that looks like for you.